Hello to everyone. This is Viewpoint on Noyan Tapan TV, and I am Benyamin Poghosyan, Senior Research Fellow at Armenia. Today we will discuss the perspectives of Armenia-Turkey normalization. To start with, immediately after Armenia gained independence in 1991, relations with Turkey was one of the key issues faced by Armenia. Armenia was ready to have a normal relation with Turkey, including diplomatic relations, embassies, etc. However, Turkey, while recognized Armenia, declined to establish diplomatic relations with Armenia, and in spring 1993 closed the border with Armenia, putting blockade due to the conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh. Then, Turkey was fully supporting Azerbaijan during the long process of Armenia-Azerbaijan negotiations. And Turkey and Azerbaijan, they were hoping that by putting pressure on Armenia through the economic blockade, they would force Armenia to accept Azerbaijani demands. There were several attempts to normalize relations with Armenia, both on track 1 level and also on track 1.5 level. For example, in 2011, Turkey-Armenia Reconciliation Commission was established, which functioned for 3 years, 2001-2004, however, with a lack of significant tangible results. Then, starting from late 2007, the state-to-state process began, which now is famously known as a football diplomacy. In 2008, then Turkish President Abdullah Gül visited Yerevan, then President Sargsyan visited Turkey, and Armenia-Turkey in October 2009 signed 2 protocols. However, the Turkish parliament did not ratify these protocols, and Turkey again came back to its initial position that nothing can be done on Armenian-Turkey relations as far as, according to Turkish vocabulary, there is a no end of occupation of Azerbaijani lands in Nagorno-Karabakh. But the Nagorno-Karabakh, or so-called occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh, was not the only reason, or was not the only precondition which Turkey put forward. Then there was also the pressure for Armenia to abandon the policy of international recognition of Armenian genocide, which got momentum as we approached the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide in 2015. However, after 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, which resulted in Azerbaijan's victory and resulted in Azerbaijan's control over all 7 regions around Nagorno-Karabakh and 30% of Nagorno-Karabakh itself, including Shushi, Azerbaijan seemed should be ready for Armenia-Turkey normalization. And Armenia started the process approaching Turkey in late 2021, and the first meeting of the special representative took place in January 2022. Here we should emphasize that while before 2020, Armenia-Turkey normalization was mostly pushed forward by the United States, in general by the West, and the main logic was, okay, let's normalize Armenia-Turkey and then Armenia-Azerbaijan relations, which will result Armenia fearing less of Azerbaijan and Turkey, and if Armenia fears less of Azerbaijan and Turkey, Armenia needs less Russia. And thus, we may allow or facilitate the process of Armenia gradually moving away from Russia, including the cancellation of its membership into Russia-led organizations, such as Collective Security Treaty Organization or Eurasian Economic Union, the military presence of Russia in Armenia, including military base and border troops. However, after 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, as Russia-Turkey relations also entered into the phase which many called as cooptation or the frenemy, like simultaneously Turkey and Russia were fighting each other in some areas and cooperating or coordinating with each other in other areas. Russia seemingly was also happy to push forward Armenian-Turkey normalization to stabilize the situation in the South Caucasus. And as I mentioned, the first meeting of the 2 special representatives took place in January 2022 in Moscow. Then a second meeting took place on February 24, 2022 in Vienna. Of course, the same day Ukraine war started, and definitely the second meeting was not top international news. However, there was another two meetings in Vienna, and at the end of the day, in July 2022, sides agreed to open the border for the citizens of third countries and also to start the cargo direct air flights between Armenia and Azerbaijan. However, it's approximately 2 years passed from these agreements and nothing happens. And also, let's not forget that after each meeting of Armenian and other Turkish special representatives, starting from January 2022, both sides issued statements telling that sides agreed that there should be no preconditions between Armenia and Turkey or no preconditions for normalization of relations. However, despite after every meeting officially stating that there should be no preconditions, during the protest, immediately starting from January 2022, Turkey started to push forward preconditions. Precondition number one, this time it was not the end of occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh, but the signature of peace agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan, then the establishment of so-called Zangezur corridor, and then now some Turkish officials speaking that Armenia should change its constitution, Armenia should change its coat of arms, and etc., etc., etc. So where we are after almost 2 years of this new phase of Armenia-Turkey normalization? Actually, we are nowhere. So agreements which were reached in July 2022 and again reconfirmed during February 2023, Armenian foreign minister visit to Turkey, while Armenia provided humanitarian aid immediately after the earthquake. Also, Prime Minister Pashinyan met with President Erdogan in October 2022 in Prague, trying to push forward with the process, even having the case when Turkey blatantly violated agreements and publicly was speaking about preconditions, just sending the messages that, okay, we don't care what our special representative is putting on its statements after the meetings, there are preconditions, Armenia-Azerbaijan peace agreement, Zangezur corridor, etc., etc. However, Prime Minister Pashinyan decided to go to the inauguration of President Erdogan next term after Erdogan's victory in 2023 presidential elections, probably hoping either to somehow convince Erdogan or maybe to send some messages to the West that, look, Armenia is constructive, like Turkey cheating us, Turkey violated all its agreement, but still we are knocking Turkey's door. However, as I mentioned, already like 20 months have passed since the July 2022 agreements, nothing happened, and also there are no meetings between these special representatives. Despite all of this, Armenian foreign minister decided to take part in Antalya Diplomatic Forum in early March 2024, and also the special representative of Armenia was there, and there was again some statements that there was an agreement reached that Armenian and Turkish special representative might meet soon, when, no one knows. But also the key thing is that no one knows why they are meeting. Like if the agreements were reached in July 2022 at the level of special representatives, then were confirmed at the level of foreign ministers. And Turkey just simply clearly states that I don't care what I agreed or what I stated, what I signed. Still preconditions are there. You should accept all Azerbaijani demands. You should sign capitulation with Azerbaijan, and you should change your constitution. You should change your coat of arms. Otherwise, there will be no normalization. Still, probably Armenian government hopes that it could be changed Turkey's mind. But at the end of the day, the key thing is here, that after more than 2 years since the protest started, and I mentioned the protest started in late 2021, now the protest is nowhere. And clearly Turkey uses this process for two reasons. First, to put additional pressure on Armenia to force another capitulation on Armenia-Azerbaijan relations, with the ultimate goal to transform Armenia into the client state of Turkey and Azerbaijan. And also, Turkey simply uses the process as a bargaining chip in the relation with the West. First, telling the West, look, I'm a good guy. Look, I'm still negotiating with Armenia, and I'm still maybe useful for you to push Armenia away from Russia if I normalize relation with Armenia. And secondly, also trying to get something. For example, telling the West and the United States, okay, do you want me to normalize relations with Armenia, which will allow you to pull away Armenia from Russia? Then do A, do B, do C. For example, before this NATO expansion started for Finland and Sweden, Turkey was circulating the idea that, okay, if United States would like to have Armenia-Turkey relations normalized, then United States should sold F-16s to Turkey or bring back Turkey to the F-35 military jet programs. However, then Turkey understood that definitely for the United States, Finland and Sweden membership into NATO is 100 times more than Armenia-Turkey relations on anything related with Armenia. However, the project is going nowhere, so the only thing which Armenian government can do is to stop like trying to appease Turkey and knocking the Ankara's door again, and like asking for implementation of the agreement, which Turkey is clearly stating that I don't care what I find, I will do nothing as far as you are not capitulated on Azerbaijan again. It's better to simply state that, okay, enough is enough. Turkey is manipulating this process, this is an imitation or performative diplomacy, and to send a clear message to the West that, okay, guys, if you are really interested in Armenia-Turkey normalization, and the same, by the way, to the Russia, if you are really interested in Armenia-Turkey normalization, then simply ask, convince, force Turkey to realize what we have agreed upon in 2022. Otherwise, there is no logic to continue this show, because this show serves only Turkish interest. Armenia gets nothing from this show, and there is no reason why Armenia should be part of this show. This is all for today, and we will meet soon.